Hello everyone and welcome to the Game Lounge. I am host and Dungeon Master of Roll Initiative, Edward Henderson, joined here today by my friend and player for Roll Initiative.
I'm JD, the player of Ledah.
And today I'm going to be questioning JD as part of our mini-series of interviews where we get to take a look into the player, their character. Oh god, are we going to get insight on the character? Now, JD, as you just said, you play Ledah Riviera, a Mountain Hill dwarf fighter, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, that's right.
Battle Master subclass, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool. I've been looking forward to this one.
Oh god, here we go.
Can you give a brief summary of Ledah's backstory?
Alright, well, Ledah was born in the Dagger Hall Mountain, which is his home. Inside the mountain there's a city called Earth Haven, which translates to Dagger Hall, excuse me. He grew up there surrounded by the paragons of honor, and it propelled him forward into the life of being a soldier. He joined up with the Stoneheart clan that basically ran the army in Dagger Hall, and decided to rise up in the ranks where he became an accomplished officer, which kind of came to a head when they were invaded by a goblinoid tribe known as the Deep Claw tribe, led by a warlord named Gamera, a very badass looking hobgoblin. And in a matter of years, those hobgoblins had starved out the dwarves and basically drove them to extinction, with Ledah being the last one left standing, challenging Gamera to a duel to the death, which he slowly lost. On the brink of death, a random mage wandering around throughout the battlefield happened to save his life. And from there, he began to pick up the pieces of said life and started on his journey, with a little job from his cousin way to the west named Tackler.
And that brings us to the start of the Season 1 recap video. Okay. Now I'm going to start asking questions for Ledah. So, Ledah,
Hi.
what are your goals right now, and how do you currently plan to achieve them?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna kick the ass of that asshole wizard, Zerato. That son of a bitch killed one of my cousins, excuse my Elvish. And I'm gonna shove my axe so far up that asshole Gamera's ass, I'm gonna beat him with the fucking dragon they set up on my mountain. That bastard Zerato and that asshole Gamera, I'm gonna shove his head so far up the other's ass. I'm gonna shove my axe so far up Gamera's ass, I'm gonna beat that motherfucker with another motherfucker, and then chop down wood at the same time.
Okay, so, you have some issues worked out, but it's looking like you've got a revenge story going, very much like another member of the party, Zero, and hey, that's something I'm always down to tune in for. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Ledah. Oh wait, sorry, JD. I'm so used to you being in that character when we play it. When I allowed you guys to retcon your characters to better fit what you wanted to do on the stream, you really didn't do much of anything. It surprised me. In fact, the only thing I really noticed you changed was that you swapped the Charger feat found in the player's handbook for the Dwarven Resilience feat found in the new Xanathar's Guide to Everything. That said, I'm assuming you've been as happy with Ledah Riviera as I have. But what significance do you feel that small tweak will have for him, if any?
Well, I originally took the Charger feat back when we first started because my mindset at the time was extra damage. Damage. And it helped
if I'm not mistaken, you really liked seeing it on that Minotaur skeleton monster.
It was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That monster did have an impact on the decision. But after a while, I realized that the damage that I was getting from it was a bit
Yeah, it didn't scale well as you progressed.
Yeah, not really. And my strength wasn't going up any much either due to taking it. And so I decided that instead of taking that Charger feat, I take the Dwarven Resilience because it gives me the bonus to my con for one. Not to mention it gives me the ability to heal when I dodge during a turn.
Which will actually mean dodge will finally be used in our campaign.
I used it before.
Yeah, but I mean it's so seldom that it's like Mew back in Pokemon Red and Blue. Like, does it exist?
Fair enough. It did save my life against that dragon, though.
True.
Opening turn, dodged, and missed.
I'll give you that.
But so far, from what I've seen, the Dwarven Resilience would give me a ton of HP down the line, not to mention it gives me survivability in the middle of battle. And coupling it with my riposte battle maneuver, it gives me the ability to heal and attack at the same time, if they happen to mess, that is.
Which is, well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the Dwarven Resilience only works if you do the dodge action, so that would bolster your chance to dodge, give you a hit on the enemy, and a heal all at once.
Yep. All for the cost of a hit die and one maneuver die. Superiority die, I mean.
You definitely had a lot more strategy going in with that small tweak than I had thought, which is always good. I mean, I love strategy. Alright, Ledah. Between the warlord Gamera conquering your clan and mountain home, a dragon now living in said mountain, and the wizard Zerato killing one of your cousins, you've been building quite a hit list since the campaign started. Which of your enemies is on the top of your list, and how are you foreseeing a showdown with that opponent?
That black-skinned pixie boy Zerato's getting a boot up his ass, I tell you what. Mostly because he killed my cousin, and he's been fucking around in my mountain. Along with handing business over with that fucking snake Gamera. So Zerato's the first one. When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna ruin his scrawny neck.
Oh, that's more tame than how I thought you were going to describe that encounter.
Something tells me I should be calm about this. Otherwise I might fly into a rage, and I'm not a berserker or a barbarian. Yet.
Fair enough. Alright, JD. Going into the first episode, you already know that you'll be coming up to Missport City, which the NPC Chuck Dwarvish already explained to the party was quickly being advanced upon by the Deepclaw Legion. Now, throughout the campaign, it's been made perfectly clear that that army is the same one that robbed Ledah of his mountain home and is still being led by the character you mentioned earlier, the Hobgoblin Warlord Gamera. What are your thoughts on the impact this arc in the campaign will doubtlessly have on Ledah's personal story?
Well, considering that that Ledah had dealt with Gamera's antics before, having him on the front lines of this port, giving any and all information that he has on his tactics and the type of troops that he deploys would be a boon to both the guards and the army stationed there. And hopefully, with that little bit of knowledge, they'd be able to stave off a full-scale invasion, or just barely manage to scrape by with him pulling back his forces. If that is, unless he tries to take the city by storm. And I mean literally take it with all that he has. And considering the what has it been, 7 years?
It has been 7 years since that duel, yes.
Yeah, about 3 times as big as since he took that mountain.
Rumors would definitely lead Ledah to believe that by this point.
Yeah.
Especially considering the Deepclaw Legion has already taken Dawn Dust and Fort Longdale, if I'm not mistaken.
Fort Longdale? Oh yeah, Fort Longdale. Yeah. Mason's hometown. Oh. Well. Yeah, it's a tough situation all around. Depending on how things go, people might die.
Alright, and again, the impact you feel that this arc will have on Ledah's personal story.
Well, he's coming face to face on the battlefield once again with his sworn nemesis, Gamera. Whether he flies into a rage to face the man again in battle, in a duel, or he,
well, that didn't work out so well last time, so...
Yeah. yeah, it did. But he does have a well-skilled group with him this time. Not to say that his own Dragon's Talon wasn't too skilled. But they were running on empty by the time the end of the war came around.
Alright. Ledah.
Bye.
The loss of your home, clan, and cousin has had an undeniable effect on you throughout the campaign. Now, while your actions have been based in honor, do you ever feel like some of the things you do in the name of that honor or avenging your losses has caused trouble for your companions? And if so, what are your thoughts on the matter?
I don't think... Well... It's hard to say, lad, because on the one hand, you have your companions that want gold, and the other that wants to get his dagger and shield. You put them two together, they don't seem to be bothered by much. And so, what can I say? If they had a problem with it, they're free to leave. Or hell, I'll leave if it comes down to it. But hey, I always got my bitch boy Mage with me. So there's that.
Okay, that's what a referring room has. Okay. JD, last question for you in this interview.
Alright.
In your own words, what would you say the viewers can expect from yourself and the rest of our group as they watch our campaigns here on Roll Initiative?
Okay, so a bunch of assholes and an honorable fighter walk into a town. A shitstorm ensues. Be prepared for laughs, failures, and maybe a few deaths, depending on the dice rolls.
A little grim, but realistic.
Hey, compared to the rolls that we've had coming up to this, that's optimistic at best.
Fair enough. Mr. Riviera,
Aye.
last question for you before we leave. What else would you like the viewers at home to know about yourself?
I like to kick ass and drink beer. I know all out there. But thanks to this nifty guide I found, I can make more beer. So stay tuned. I'll have a tavern up ready.
Well, that is definitely something to look forward to. Seeing some business enterprise within the party.
Oh, yes. I'll need it in order to get back my mountain. I'll repair everything. After I kick out the dragon, that is.
Of course, then we're all naturally looking forward to seeing how that ensues.
Bullshit. You're all looking to get me eaten. I know you're a game. DM.
Dude, I just go with the dice and whatever nonsense you guys throw back at me. Well, everyone, there you have it. That's my friend JD and his character
Ledah Riviera.
You can see him and our other players when we start streaming our show Roll Initiative. First episode is set to air on January 14th, 2018 at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys then.
Stay safe.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Yes.
I know a Muffin Man. Why? What is this Muffin Man?
I was hoping you could tell us.
You stay away from my muffins. That's a Riviera clan secret. You can't fucking have it. I'll fucking gut you. I'll make it look like a bloody accident.
Okay. Chill. I think I'm gonna switch to cupcakes, and you guys have a great day.